Monday, and it is June 21st. We don't have any meetings to tell you about today, so we'll just jump to who's on our show. We have Leland Lance from the Lutheran Church of the Cross, who is so excited to tell you about the fact that he's open. They now have service inside, and they have a variety of activities that he wanted to let us know about. And most importantly, they have the Music Man coming, so he's really excited about that. Then we also have Dr. Ivan Ho. We chat about something very interesting about implants that I did not know, so hopefully that will be informative for you as well. All right, let's take a look at our weather. Very nice this week. We aren't looking at too much of a variation across the board from Monday through Friday, but we are looking at some nice temperatures, 79, 63. Again, 79, 61 tomorrow, 78, 60. Thursday, 74, 58. And then back up a little bit Friday, 77, 60. Our sunrise this morning was at 5:41 and the sunset was 8:04. Now, yesterday was actually the summer solstice, but I wanted to give you a heads up as to what that meant. The summer solstice marks the official beginning of summer in the northern hemisphere, occurring when Earth arrives at the point in its orbit where the North Pole is at its maximum tilt, about 23.5 degrees toward the sun, resulting in the longest day and the shortest night of the calendar year. So hopefully you enjoyed your Sunday, and a nice long day it was. All right, stick around. When we come back, we will have the Lutheran Church of the Cross. Stay tuned.
With 2020 behind us, now is the perfect time to take care of all the things that you might not have been able to. Caliber Collision is just up the street from you, and we offer a lifetime warranty on all body and repair work for as long as you own your vehicle. And we offer free pickup and delivery for all our Laguna Woods customers. On or off the road, safety is very important to us, which is why we are following all COVID-19 guidelines. Caliber Collision, restoring the rhythm of your life.
Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Leland Lance, who is here on behalf of the Lutheran Church of the Cross. Well, hi, Leland. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, Lisa. It's great to be with you again. Thanks for inviting me to be on your show.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And hopefully next time that you join us, it'll be an in-studio. Hopefully towards the end of July, you might be able to come back and tell us more about what you guys have going on. But as of right now, you have still lots of things that you've been doing. But most importantly, now you are in person. It doesn't have to be outside, even though they could choose to be outside, but probably not in this weather. This week and weekend is going to be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're thankful we have air conditioning on days like this.
Exactly. So what are the hours now?
Yeah, we have 5 o'clock service on Saturday evenings, and then we have 7:45, 9, and 11 on Sunday mornings. Mm-hmm. The 7:45 service, we have communion every week at that service. If you want to have communion, mm-hmm. We kind of practice what they call open communion to all believers, and then we have communion on the first and the third Sundays of the month at all services. So.
Oh, okay. Okay, perfect. If somebody wanted communion during the week, do you do that?
If they wanted to meet me during the week?
Yeah, or communion during the week. Do you have that opportunity?
Yes, and we just don't have it like in the Catholic Church where they have it like every morning. So, but if anybody wanted it and like they were going to have to go in for a surgery or something, we would do it privately just here at the church.
Oh, okay. So they would just contact you to make arrangements for that?
Yep, that'd be totally fine.
Okay. What happens if do you guys have a service that if someone couldn't make it to your facility, would you go to them?
I would. I'd be more than happy to do that. Yes.
Okay. That's great. That's great to know. Because not all churches do that. You know, they may not have the resources or just they don't provide that type of service. So that's good to know. And then I'll ask you one last thing before we get into your other things. Do you also do the last rites?
We do. We don't really call it that in the Lutheran Church and the Catholic Church. That's what they call it. But we we would say we go and we visit them. It's kind of a lot of the same things. We pray with them, and if they're able to have communion, but a lot of times I think last rites are right before somebody's about ready to pass away. So
Yeah.
I go and pray with the family, and we call it a commendation service. It's just it's really the same thing. It's just
It's just called something different.
Sacrament, but
Okay. Yeah, I was talking to my father who's 91, and he was in the hospital, and he was saying that there was a priest that was there, and he's Catholic, so he calls it his last rites, but he's had it like 6 times now.
okay.
So, every time he goes to the hospital or he's having something, he does that. And I guess it's his way of being prepared.
Yes.
Well, that's good to know. You have those types of services available, not just your standard practices. So, all right.
Absolutely.
Some of the other things you guys have is the Lutheran Heritage Club.
Yes. Every Tuesday, we have this delicious meal. And really, for the price, you can't eat anywhere else in town for that. For $5, it's considered a donation, so we can kind of break even on the. And it's great. The meal is fantastic. We always start out singing the old hymns out of the hymnal, and we sing for 15, 20 minutes sometimes, and then we have a devotion, and then we go from there. We have sometimes a special speaker. Right now, we're doing something called The Chosen. And The Chosen is a TV series that's free. Anybody can watch it. And I encourage anybody that's listening to this today to check it out. And you can go to YouTube and go to The Chosen. And it's really fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
It's the story of the disciples that Jesus chose. And it's about how we are chosen, but it's the biblical story of Christ, and it's very well done, and it's very biblical. Yes, they have developed storylines and kind of personalities for the disciples and Mary Magdalene, and it's just so well done. There's a whole season done and a half now. Mm-hmm. They come out, they're just releasing them. So they're, I think in season 2, I think number 4 is done right now. And well done. Yeah.
Well, that's great. So you start out at 11 for the senior day out, and then you do what you said about songs and devotions, and then you have your lunch. And are they having lunch while you're showing the movie?
Yes. We start the movie like after everybody has their food and everybody's kind of settled down, and then we do a little introduction to it. And each of the episodes are a little bit different lengths. They're not like just standard 1 hour or 45 minutes. Some of them are an hour and some of them are a little less. And I think one that might even be just like 35 minutes. And then afterwards, we have a booklet that comes with it of discussion questions. And those are so well done as well. And so I will just talk through those so we can all think about them. Mm-hmm. Then anybody that wants to stick around longer can sit around and discuss them, or go discuss it somewhere else. They can go to somebody's house or to a coffee shop or something now and discuss those questions. They're really, really good.
Well, that's a nice day. I mean, that's something that, that seniors can plan to, go to, and it's an outing, and that's awesome. So now you guys are doing that. How many people can you have at a time?
Well, we get probably about 50 people that are showing up right now for that.
Did you say 50? 50? 50,
yeah.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
Yeah. Now for the discussion time afterwards, myself and Pastor Kevin, we just kind of get it started. And then it's not like a teaching time necessarily. Because the questions are very open-ended and just make you discuss it and think. And then you can go back and read the scripture passages that the session was based on. Mm-hmm. So it really encourages people to get into the Word and to really understand the Gospels. And the cool thing is, this is done, the professor, I'm sorry I didn't look up his name, but he is from Talbot, so right up here at Biola. And so it's very, very well written and based on the scriptures, and it pulls in the Old Testament along with the New Testament. So if somebody is not a Christian, but maybe you're Jewish, it would be very interesting to follow this and see the connections.
Well, that's nice that, you found something that really helps to depict the Bible in a way that is current and
Mhm.
probably puts it in terms that people can understand a bit better than trying to read the Bible itself.
Yes, yeah.
Because sometimes
Very
trying to read the Bible is tough.
Yes, yes. And this brings it to life in a
Yeah.
powerful way.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I'm enjoying it.
nice. That's awesome. All right. Excellent. And then also, boy, you've got it looks like you have busy Tuesdays. So then you
Yes.
have the grief share at 1.
Yeah, so some people actually go to all of it. And so by 1 o'clock, we're usually done. People that aren't going to stay for grief share can leave. And we get about 4 or 5 people though that are going through this, and that just morphs and changes all the time.
Mhm.
Of this grief share program is so fantastic. So I want to encourage people in the village that have lost loved ones. This is the best thing that's out there. This is used by other churches. I know Saddleback Church uses it, and so does a lot of other churches around us. And you can even go online and find where it's being offered in different places. So we get people coming from kind of all over the place for this. And everybody that goes through it tells me how thankful they were for going through it. And even if you've lost somebody a year or two ago, and it's just really you're just still grieving, and you're just paralyzed in that grief. This is a wonderful way to walk through it, and so I highly encourage this.
Yeah, that's nice. And then other people can share their thoughts and maybe have some good ideas of things that they can do to help feel better. So that's awesome. That's great.
Absolutely.
And then the biggest event is the end of the month, July 28th and through August 1st. You guys are going to be doing the Music Man.
Yes, we're doing the Music Man. We're very excited about it. This is the kind of the third major production we've ever done from a church. Back in 2015, we did Godspell. In 2018, no, it's 19. It was 2 years ago. We did The Sound of Music, and so this year it's the Music Man. We were going to do it last summer, but because of COVID, we just did a little review and did a couple songs from it. But this year we're doing the full Monty. We're going to do the whole thing, and we have an orchestra. Now I think there's 20 some people in the orchestra alone. There must be close to 40 people in the cast, and oh my goodness, it's a phenomenal cast. The Harold Hill we have, and the mayor, and they're doing a fantastic job. And we have one of the parents of one of the kids in the show has been on Broadway as a dancer, and she is Susie Gifford. She's doing the choreography. Oh boy, watch out.
Oh, wow. Well, a lot of those dancers are going to be sore.
Oh yes, they're way fancier than we would ever have imagined doing.
I bet. Now I understand you're stepping in.
Yes, kind of at the last minute here. And the person that was doing the bass in the quartet had to bow out because of health issues. And so because my wife is the director, guess what? I'm in it now.
I love it. Well, you're just going to have to, watch your P's and Q's. And like you said, make sure everything stays right on track.
Yes.
What is the time of the Music Man? I know you have July 28th through August 1st. What are the times?
On July 28th and through Saturday, the show starts at 6:30 p.m.
Okay.
But if you want to come for the meal, that's going to be ahead of time, and that's from 5 to 6.
Oh, okay.
To be a wonderful dinner ahead of time. Sunday, it starts at 2 p.m.
Oh, so it's okay. So that's a daytime show on Sunday.
Yes.
Okay. Now, seats, are they kind of like a first come, first serve?
Well, they are actually assigned seats.
Oh, okay.
So if anybody wants to have, all the seats are really very good, and but you can pick out where you'd like to sit. So if you'd like to come You can come to the church and pick them out, and you actually get a physical ticket to take with you.
Oh, okay, great. Well, perfect. Well, what else have I missed anything?
I think you got it all. We're just glad our church can be open, and we have been sharing our facility with some other churches around us, and even the Saddleback Church of Laguna Woods and Village Church. And at some point, they'll probably be able to go back to the clubhouses, but until then, we're just really glad we can share it with them and the Theater Guild and a few other organizations that are using our facility. So.
Yes, good. That's great that you were able to do that for them. Yes, things are opening up more and more as we progress. So hopefully that'll be all open, I guess, probably by mid to the end of July.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you as always. We appreciate the information.
Oh, you're welcome. Have a blessed day.
You too. And we'll be right back after this.
Introducing Raya's Paradise San Clemente. Boasting a total of 50 luxurious apartments, Raya's Paradise is complete with a multitude of amenities, including a rooftop lounge, restaurant, fitness studio, outdoor courtyards, and beauty salon. Embrace the San Clemente lifestyle with stunning ocean views and the look and feel of a high-end resort. Our doors will be opening soon. Visit us online or call for more information. Raya's Paradise, a tradition of quality care.
Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Dr. Ivan Ho, who is here on behalf of his dental practice. Well, Dr. Ho, thank you again for joining us. How are you?
I'm doing great, Lisa. Thank you. Thanks for having me again. It's good to be back.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, off camera, we talked a little bit about some of your services, and we look forward to hearing more about those going forward. Today, I think it's great to talk about, what we look for in a dentist. There are a lot of dentists out there, and what would identify with our residents an important factor to know about the dentists?
That's a great question. I'm very familiar with it, with the unique needs of residents in Laguna Woods. I've been here for, 31 years, serving Laguna Woods in Southern Orange County. And my parents actually just purchased a place, and we'll be moving in soon, so I'm very excited for them. I feel that the seniors or residents of Laguna Woods want what most average, honest citizens want is a fair, a knowledgeable dentist that does superior work at a fair and honest price and an honest answer.
Right. And dentistry can be expensive. And if you don't have insurance, which possibly some of the residents here do not, out-of-pocket prices, especially for crowns, can be pretty costly, huh?
It's all relative, Lisa, but yes, the overall people do rate dentistry as the expensive side, yes. And we do have a service to help residents. My parents, for example, they do not have dental insurance. They've been retired for a while. And I have a new technology. It's an intraoral scanner, which you scan the prep tooth instead of taking the gooey impressions, and we can mill it right here in-house in the same day, which, for lack of a better term, cuts out the middleman. So therefore that saves some money there.
Oh, okay. That's a great idea. As I mentioned, I think to you earlier, that my brother is also a dentist up in Santa Barbara. And so, he has one of those too. And I really think that it's helpful because not only does it save you time, but you're right, it does cut out that middleman so you don't have to pay the extra person to make that crown. Now, one thing that I know you have talked about before is that residents of Laguna Woods Village are on a fixed income. Any retired person's on a fixed income. So when it comes to really planning out their dental care, what do you suggest that they do?
Ask for several options. There's always several ways to treat a mouth. So there's also the ideal, the middle road, which is always a good road, or the temporary road that we can lead to something more permanent in the future.
Mm-hmm. So in the case of, let's say they had a tooth pulled some time ago and then they never replaced it, what would they do?
Depends on how much the teeth have moved, which almost guaranteed 100%. The mouth changes, the body changes, teeth has moved, and the best way to replace a missing tooth or something fixed like an implant versus a removable denture made out of acrylic with hooks and metal.
You know, implants. I've talked to a couple of other people about implants, and I think I'm still a little confused about how implants actually work. So you tell me just briefly, kind of an overview of what the process is.
Sure, Lisa, I'd be happy to. But when a patient has a tooth missing, the bone starts to resorb. And that's one main advantage of having implant too. It maintains the bone. Bone is grown under stress, such as when you're chewing or mastication. The force of the tooth, the chewing, transferred down into the bone, therefore it maintains bone. But once your tooth and root is gone, the bone starts to atrophy. So a dental implant, for lack of better terms, is like a screw that's screwed into the bone, made out of titanium usually, or now they make them out of ceramic as well. And once a screw has integrated into the body, which takes a few months to be ideal, then we put a crown on top of that, and it acts like a normal tooth.
So what would happen if so are you saying that if somebody's bone atrophied, you can still later put in an implant, or what actually has to happen?
That is correct. There will be an extra procedure called bone grafting, where we actually grow bone.
Wow.
So
Where do you get the bone from?
Good question. There's the idea, the golden standard is called the autologous bone, which is from the donor, will be from the patient themselves. Depends on how much bone. Sometimes we get a block from the opposite side of the jaw or the symphysis, or most of the time we just get donor bone. We just pick it off the shelf and put it on there.
Just pick it off the shelf.
Yes.
If that sounds creepy or not. But, hey, man, whatever you guys do behind those doors, we don't want to know.
Funny, Lisa.
No, that's great that you have those capabilities. I think that's wonderful. Now, what happens in the case of somebody who is ill and maybe they have rheumatoid arthritis, cancer, COPD? What are some of those things that is happening? Is something happening in their mouth to contribute to some of those problems? Or is it the other way around?
I'm glad you asked. Many evidence have actually proven fact that many of the disease, just a systemic disease, starts from the oral cavity. Very important to maintain healthy gums and teeth. Gum disease, which most Americans have, about 80%, attributes to many of those. Actually, I have a cheat sheet listed: Alzheimer, dementia, diabetes, pancreatic cancer, COPD, bronchitis, just to name a few, directly related to those. So having a healthy oral mouth or healthy teeth are very important, especially the gums.
So do you recommend that our residents get checked once a year, twice a year? What's usually the going idea?
It's really funny. Most people think going to your dentist twice a year, but do you know where that came from? Not from a dentist or not from a dental society. It came from advertisement from toothpaste. See your dentist regularly twice a year. That's where that came from.
Oh.
Is that amazing?
That is amazing. We all thought that. But you know what? I don't think my insurance pays for 2 times a year.
I mean, unfortunately, sometimes the insurance company does dictate how often the patient comes. But everyone is different. Twice a year or every 6 months is a good average time. Some may require more. Some actually may require a little less. But things happen in the mouth, and just like any health issues, the early detection, early prevention is always the best. So twice a year is a good general recommendation on my part.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for the information. I appreciate it. And the next time that we get together, let's talk about how you make that crown.
I would love to. Thank you. Has that been 10 minutes already? Boy, that went by
10 minutes. I know it goes by fast, but thank you.
Thank you, Lisa.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. And we'll be right back after this. Our movie for today is called A Hologram for the King, and that is starring Tom Hanks, and you can see that today at 2 p.m. with subtitles and 6 p.m. without subtitles, and that is brought to you by Harvard Eye Associates. Then I have a couple of announcements I wanted to let you know. If you are thinking about being a board member, there is a recruiting opportunity that's going to happen on Friday, June 25th, and that'll be at Clubhouse 7 at 2 p.m. And this is where you're going to learn what it's all about to be a board member. So it's sort of a get acquainted coffee, and if you are thinking about doing that, you can participate. But furthermore, if you wanted more information, you can always contact the Golden Rain Foundation, and they can fill you in on all of the different positions that are available. All right, the July 4th parade is coming, and you can participate with your golf cart. That will be happening, of course, July 4th in the morning at 9 a.m. at Clubhouse 1. And that will follow along Avenida Sevilla and Calle Aragon. And you will want to register online on the ActiveNet reservation system. And participation to register will close on July 1st. And you can watch free baseball right here at the Great Park, so it's not very far to drive over there. And that is at the baseball complex in Irvine, and you can watch the Orange County Riptide, which is a local nonprofit baseball team. And that has already started, and it will go through August 1st. For more information, go to ocriptide.com/schedule. Now, I have been seeing lots of people washing their cars every week, and of course that is allowed in some areas, but not in others. So you want to make sure that you know what your car washing rules are in your mutual. Now in Third Mutual, they do not want you to wash your car at all. So you can just go get it washed at one of the local places or do the little drive-through. In United though, you can do washing your own car, but you must have a hose as a shut-off valve and also the sprayer. So make sure you have one of those. All right, let's take a look at our weather one last time. The week is looking quite lovely. As soon as our fog burns off, it's looking great. Fog is trying to burn off already this morning. We are looking at a high today, 79-63. Tomorrow, same 79-61. Next day, 78-60. Partly cloudy on Thursday, 74-58. And then a beautiful day on Friday, 77-60. Have a great day in the village. We will see you again tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And of course, you can always rewatch our program at 12:30 and 5 or on our YouTube channel, Village Television. Have a great day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
We all need someone to hold our hand now more than ever. And when you need help with your hearing, we will not only hold your hand, but we'll help walk with you through the process.
Hi, I'm Ann Mundell Noel, audiologist and owner of Amazing Hearing.
Oticon's More Hearing Aids with deep neural networking and artificial intelligence helps you hear people in noise with greater detail and clarity. The Oticon More and Amazing Hearing. We're here to help give you a helping hand.
City of Hope is speeding cancer research and treatment to Orange County.
Very few healthcare centers are able to really hit all aspects on the spectrum. Everything from research to delivery of care to scientific laboratories to genomic testing. City of Hope also embodies that humanity, that wellness for the patient and their family.